Hello. How is everyone this evening? So this is something new I'm trying, and just kind of want to see what kind of traction it gets. So in front of you, you see some, some wheels. These are some JDM wheels, I think. AVS, Advanced Vehicle System. Doing them for a local guy. Hopefully this audio sounds decent. But I wanted to start a podcast this year, kind of on the premise of driving around, kind of like a one-on-one thing, like comedians in cars, if anyone's seen that with Jerry Seinfeld. But I mean, technically any type of chat to camera can be considered a podcast, I guess. But what do you think? Is something just one person talking to the camera a podcast, or is it not? It's pretty tough to try and start a podcast, I think, because everyone's got stuff going on. It's hard to get people together, especially, I mean, just about everybody I know has kids, stuff going on. So, what do you think? Is something like this a podcast, or is it not? Get me in frame here. Maybe. Hello? Breaker. You see the tire? So, I think it would be cool to kind of do a few videos like this. I've done a couple where I've basically just talked to the camera in my Suburban, in my Jeep too, but kind of want to do a little bit more of it just to get some content out there. I think most of you follow me from me building my Chevelle, which was a 71 Chevelle that I pulled out of the ground and cut the body up and put it on a NASCAR chassis, pretty much. So I got a pretty big following from that. These are gonna fight me every step of the way. And I recorded stuff while I was building it, but I wasn't that good at it. And I feel like if I would have done better, maybe I would have hung on to it longer. Maybe my following would be bigger. I don't know. I mean, obviously, life isn't about how big your social media following is, but I definitely do get some form of FOMO when you see all these people with so many followers, and they make so much money on YouTube and Facebook and all these different places. So I'm trying basically just to record more content, get my stuff out there, and maybe make a little bit of money in the process. So right now I am monetized on Facebook and Instagram. I believe on TikTok as well, But I haven't had any videos do well that are long enough. TikTok's got to be a minute to profit anything. Facebook is just like photos and posts and links and stories and all that stuff. So I make roughly like $50 a month between Facebook and Instagram, which is cool. I mean, it's not a lot, but I don't do a lot. I think it's super easy to get frustrated when you're trying to make content and you put all this time and effort into it and it just doesn't work, which is a real kick in the knackers. So I think that's one of the big reasons why I didn't really record a lot with the Chevelle, just because at the time I didn't see the benefit. I wasn't super motivated about being monetized and making money and all that stuff. So the fame from the car really came after I had built it and stuff. So that was pretty tough. Maybe if I would have... God dang it. Let's turn the compressor on and it's going to get loud. So, I don't know if this will turn anything into anything. I also get kind of frustrated too whenever you go to make a video and it ends up being 30 minutes longer than what you wanted it to be, which I just don't have the time for editing, the patience for it. I have a 3.5-year-old and a newborn currently, so you want to be there. That's fine, put that anywhere. So you need to be there for them. Don't have a lot of free time. I work 5:30 to 2:30 every day, which has its ups and downs. It's awesome that I work that early and I'm able to come home for lunch and pick up Connor from daycare at a good time. I know there's a lot of people that really don't get a lot of time with their kids in the evening, and that sucks because, I mean, we're only here for so long. God, this sucks. These tires are way tougher than I anticipated. So, I mean, time and editing and making videos is tough, and sometimes I try to just put random stuff out there, and I did a short little TikTok the other day that took off and is at like 100,000 views right now, but it's only like 14 seconds long, so there's no money to be made, etc., which is fine. I mean, just to get videos that do well is good. it's kind of more motivation to want to make more videos and spend more time making them and put out better content. So it's kind of what I'm trying to do. I haven't had a lot of motivation lately. My second son was born late January, and it's been a pretty big change going from one kid to two. I think Connor's handling it well on the surface, but subconsciously he's affected. And I don't think he really knows it. I mean, he's only 3.5. So we've just been dealing with sleep patterns and hard time eating, using the bathroom, all that stuff. I'm going to pause this while the compressor does its thing. Alright, so we're back. Compressor all done. Hopefully this audio is not absolute trash. But I was over there cleaning on the free 5.3 and just trying to figure out what to talk about and stuff. And I do think that I'm going to try and at least do a couple videos like this. It's not exactly what I wanted to do as far as a podcast goes, but I think it would be cool to try and just to talk about stuff and whatnot. So I don't want to get them very long. I don't want 45 or an hour, 45 minute or an hour long video podcasts. I don't know if we'll end up on Spotify and Apple Music and all the podcast platforms, if you will. Probably just do this YouTube format. And I mean, I guess it's considered a podcast, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Or is this just a vlog? I feel like a vlog is someone going around and doing daily activities and whatnot. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, is chili a soup? Put that in the comments below. Is a chili a soup? But I want to be able to expand stuff like builds and projects and the ability to do cool stuff and build cool stuff. But it's tough. Money's tough. We got daycare to pay for, mortgage. Got to keep a square body running. You know, important things. And the easiest way to get going and do that is to make videos and make content and get people to like your stuff and share your stuff and not necessarily need any monetary support from anyone. I mean, that stuff obviously helps with, I think like on TikTok you can give people stars and Facebook has stars and all that stuff, and it does add up. But I mean, the best thing is just getting content out there that people can like and share and make them want to follow you. And so I feel like kind of stuff like this is boring, but it also just helps to get content out there. Not everything is burnouts and blowing up and turbos and all that stuff. So I do believe that I'm going to try this for a few times, just kind of while I'm mindlessly working on something. These are my Amazon tire machines I've had for a few years, and I've gotten a pretty good customer base, that friends and buddies and stuff that I do tires for, and that's about it. I started out and I actually posted on Marketplace when I bought them, and I did a couple jobs that I regretted, but nothing happened. I didn't break nothing or bust up a rim or anything like that, but definitely wasn't a fan of everything that I had to do. But yeah, paid $1,900 for them. There's a balancer over there, and just kind of got to work. I did like probably 100 sets of tires. It was sets of 4 or sets of 2, and kind of paid for themselves pretty quickly, which was super nice. So now I just do them here and there. I've been pretty busy lately with them. I've been doing some side jobs and stuff, and just finished up a AC compressor on an Accord for a guy I work with, and stuff like that. I don't want to get into any major engine work or repair or timing chains or shit like that. It's way too stressful. And I mean, this is just a metal building. I've got a handful of specialty tools, but it's not something that I have the time or the space to be getting into stuff like that. I had a guy the other day ask me if I wanted to put a engine in his Mustang, and I don't have the brain capacity for it right now. So I'm hoping this video doesn't end up too long, but kind of view it as a intro to my podcast. The original name was going to be The Co-Drivers. My mother-in-law drew up a logo for me a bunch of years ago, and then kind of forgot about it. Went through a couple other projects. The Chevelle happened. I tried to make something out of Bare Minimum Motorsports, which is a cool name, but it doesn't work that well. God damn it, I'm going to turn this fucking AC compressor on again. I'll be right back. Hopefully that's enough to get these done. These wheels kind of suck because they are, the drop center of the wheel is on the back side, and for some reason these tires are just fighting every step of the way to break off of the front bead. It's almost like the wheels that have the drop center reversed do this. I've done a lot of them, and they just get really weird. Maybe someone will know why, or maybe I'm just an idiot. I mean, that's pretty plausible as well. So back to the whole podcast thing. I think it could turn pretty cool, or it could be pretty dumb. I don't know. That's why I want to try it and give it a chance and try and make some videos. So I'm going to try and upload a video once a week maybe. do it for a couple weeks and see if it turns into anything. I've been working on making different shorter videos, and I thought about doing a live video one night. I think TikTok has the best platform to go live on. It seems like their live videos get pushed out a lot easier to people that are scrolling TikTok. I've noticed it myself. All the live videos that I'll come across, I don't even follow those people. And it's content that I enjoy watching. So I don't know. I've gone live on Facebook a few times. Facebook's really tough because I don't think there's so much on Facebook that you kind of get saturated on a feed, if that makes sense. So, and then, Instagram's kind of the same way. I think TikTok separates the live as far as when you get scrolling, because if you click on one live video, it just goes to the next one and the next one and the next one, and I don't know if Facebook and Instagram do that or not. But I just want to get out there and make more content, and I need to work on my thumbnails. I know that's definitely a downfall of mine, but I think I get frustrated with making thumbnails because I'll spend 25 minutes making one and the video doesn't do any better than what a video I just upload does. I do think that captions work pretty well when you're just talking to the camera and you get pop-up captions to come up and repeat what you're saying. I know I like videos like that. So yeah, this is the unofficial first episode of a podcast, I guess. I don't know. Mainly just going to be chatting about stuff. I'd like to get some buddies on and chat with them about stuff. But yeah, let me know what you think. Is it dumb? Is it sort of dumb? Is it half dumb? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. I really don't like editing. I got back into photography recently, and I downloaded Lightroom for my iPad, and that's actually really helped a lot on editing. I've always liked taking pictures. I just wouldn't do anything with them a lot of the times. So I've got a Canon 70D now, and I love taking pictures with it, and editing is fun now with a program like Lightroom. But it sucks that you got to pay for stuff like that. So in the end, it is what it is. I don't think stuff like that ever has been free. Maybe to an extent. And there's free versions of stuff out there. They just don't work as good, and you can tell. Even Lightroom, I think it was like $50 a year, so it's like paying for Adobe or PowerPoint or whatever back in the day. So yeah, I don't know if I'll always be, over the next couple weeks while I'm trying to do this, I don't know if I'll be working on something. I just had to do these tires tonight, and I wanted to do a live, but I knew I'd be using the compressor and it would be kicking on and off, and I didn't want to deal with that and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'll end up just sitting in a car one day. Like I said, it's tough to find time to do stuff like this. Right now it's 9:33. Everyone's in bed asleep, hopefully. And I'm just out here tinkering. I am calling it a night now, though. I got this side of the head or the block cleaned up a lot more. I need to rotate it around and get the other 2 pistons in their carbon buildup. But yeah, if you guys could like, share, follow, comment topics I should talk about. I see a couple other people that do a similar style video where they just kind of talk about stuff and hot topics, and some talk about cars and all of the different things that go on in the car community and stuff. But yeah, I'd like to kind of start to lean into stuff like that, and yeah, I know I say a lot. I always have. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, which sucks, but you'll have that on those big jobs. So thanks for stopping in, checking it out. Hopefully this turns into a cool video. I'm going to go in and try and spend some time on a thumbnail and turn this into a YouTube video first. I made a short little reel, and yeah, I'm filming on a DJI Pocket 3, and I've got a DJI Mic 2. They sync seamlessly together. I don't need a receiver or anything, and they work really well. I hope all this sounds good. I've mounted the mic on my hat, and it works. But we did it the other night on a podcast with Dirt Nerds, and I did sound different than the other 2 did. It doesn't sound bad, but it's different. So I'm still learning on all this stuff, and I've got a couple cameras and drones and media. So I'd like to start using it more. That's why I bought all of it. They haven't paid for themselves yet, but I am able to make my monthly credit card payment with the money that I'm making off of them. So that's cool. So yeah, until the next one, I don't know if I'm going to do it on a schedule to where it's the same day every week, or if I just pump out a video before Sunday. I just had some free time tonight. My mother-in-law's in town helping us out with the baby, and that's been really helpful. So that'll be it for this one. Thanks for stopping by, and go build something. Bye. I'll turn that